Labour Massive, you ready? You ready? You sure you ready?
Because we ready for them. Let them know we ready for them. Don't tell them so. That's how we feed them. Let them know. We feed them with it. Connection time.
If you're ready, show me your voting finger.
Show me your voting finger. Raise up your voting finger. Show me your voting finger. Raise up the voting. All right, me and my neighbor. Voting for Labour. Voting for Labour. Me and my neighbor. Voting for Labour.
Comrades, you see what we did last night down 4th Street? You see how Labour does things? When the big red machine moves, it moves large because the red wave is moving through the Federation of St. Kitts and Nevis.
We coming in stronger than ever. We coming in stronger than ever. We coming in stronger than ever.
Comrades, last night we just gave a sneak preview of our digital manifesto. I told them, and I keep saying it, that whenever the next elections were to be called, that the St. Kitts-Nevis Labour Party will be the most ready party in this federation. We ain't coming behind nobody because we are not one step ahead. We are loader step ahead of all of them.
One step ahead on them boys' head. One step ahead on them boys' head.
Everything Labour do, everything Labour do,
Is dead, they go dead. Labour again. But I got them going by the breath. Man, they breaking a sweat. Here they.
everything we do, they try to do too. We talk about red wave, they might talk about orange wave. We say we got A team, they say they got dream team. They are really a dream, them a really dream, you know. They don't wake up yet.
None of them, not one of them, none of them can do it like we. None of them, not one of them. What we say? Step on them. I want to step on them. Step on them.
That is why I'm going to say to all of them that when they wake up out of their dream, it will be the 6th of August and you'll have a Labour government, a St. Kitts-Nevis Labour government in office. So let them go ahead dream. Comrades, Labour is presenting its manifesto. Everywhere I go in St. Kitts and Nevis, I'm meeting a lot of young people. You remember when they used to say, no young people come in meeting? They use all kind of tactics to say they have the young people. But the young people has had a chance to look at all the teams. And the young people are now saying that the A team is the best team in St. Kitts and Nevis, and that is why they're here tonight in their hundreds to thousands. The young people of St. Kitts and Nevis, they're saying that they can't find any jobs. Can't find work to do. Today, I was in constituency number 7. And the young people of number 7, they are saying to me that they can't find jobs in this country. They have been failed by Timothy Harris. And that is why I'm saying to people, do not count out Comrade Leonato in constituency number 7, because the people are disenchanted. And they're saying to me, Dr. Drew, we want just not handout round election time. We want opportunities to build our lives. And that is why our manifesto is saying to all of our young people that the St. Kitts-Nevis Labour Party cares about you. And we care about you enough that we have put forward a plan so that you can have opportunities to build your life and move upward and onward in the St. Kitts-Nevis. They're saying to me they can't find jobs. And so the St. Kitts-Nevis Labour Party administration will make sure that we create thousands of jobs here in St. Kitts-Nevis. And we will not wait too long to get to work. Right after the 6th of August, and that Monday, we will start to work to create jobs for all of our people here in St. Kitts-Nevis. We ready to work? We ready to work? You ready to go to work? You ready to go to work? Then I'm asking you to vote for the St. Kitts-Nevis Labour Party in the upcoming general election. But how are we going to put you to work? We are going to start a massive infrastructure development. That infrastructural development will see good things coming to you here in St. Kitts-Nevis. We will build the Bastia High School. We will build that new hospital. And we will start the construction of our 2,000 modern houses here for our people here in St. Kitts-Nevis. That will put many persons back to work. And the spin-off from those jobs will affect everybody here in St. Kitts-Nevis positively. We will put you back to work. We are serious about our small business ministry. We want to see you, the people of St. Kitts-Nevis, come with your innovative ideas and non-traditional ways of building businesses here in St. Kitts-Nevis. We want to see those fancy things that you have in mind. But you will not only be competing at the local level, but we want to assist you to compete at the regional level so we can expand the consumer base for our businesses here in St. Kitts-Nevis. That is what we will do for you. And those small businesses, as I said last night, will have the full support of the government, the full support of your A-team. We will give you those concessions that you need. And as I've said, those concessions and opportunities and tax breaks and grants and low interest loan will not only go to big companies, but your small businesses will also be positively impacted. So whether you own a passenger bus, or whether you are a farmer, or whether you are involved in entertainment, whatever your small business is, I want you to know that the St. Kitts-Nevis Labour Party will be there to support you. Better days are coming indeed, but only with the St. Kitts-Nevis Labour Party. That is why we are saying we will put our people back to work. Our economy is failing the people of St. Kitts-Nevis. We want to create opportunities so that you can build your life out. There are a lot of poverty alleviation programs. And I want to say to the people of St. Kitts-Nevis that we support programs to help people to lift themselves out of poverty. And that is why we must create opportunities as well so that you can move upward and onward here and not depend on handouts from any politician, but that your own industriousness can support you and support your family. That is the kind of environment that we'll create here in St. Kitts-Nevis. We will create green jobs. We will become the first island state in the Caribbean that will use only renewable energy. We have that goal. So I want to say to our young people who are in technology and who are in the business of being innovative, that our green industry will supply the jobs and the direction of our economy. And with that, we are going to reduce the cost of electricity. Electricity high, high, high. You know how much people lose their electricity during COVID? Hundreds of people, thousands of people passed through COVID without electricity. But we will make sure that green energy becomes the hallmark once again of our country. We are going to implement those policies for you, our people, so that when you have your house, you can have a solar panel on your house. Your business can have a solar panel. And the new buildings that we are going to do, which includes the hospital and the schools, those will be powered by renewable energy, the first in the Caribbean and such a large scale. That is what we are going to do here in St. Kitts-Nevis. We believe in the transformation of our country and to prepare our country for the 21st century. And that is why I'm saying to our young people, we need you for the new economy. We need you for the new economy. We need you for the new industries. We need you for the innovation that will come. We need you. So I'm saying to all of you, are you ready for the Labour government? Are you ready for the Labour government? These policies are people-centered, transformative policies that will help all of our people. Can you imagine they have a meeting in Cayon? A meeting in Cayon and a whole band passing through the meeting. Can you imagine that? Nobody taking them on. They ain't got no ideas. They ain't got no plans. They're just about, I don't know what, but the St. Kitts-Nevis Labour Party is about transforming the lives of our people. When it comes to leadership, Labour got it. When it comes to leadership, Labour got it. Nobody can match the A-team that Labour is presenting during this election cycle. Can you imagine they're talking about leadership? I heard Kenny played a tape tonight. You all heard it? You all heard the tape? Where the deputy prime minister, well, the ex-deputy prime minister, who is the representative or was the representative for this constituency, saying to the people that they failed the people. Well, if you get a failing grade and you gave yourself a failing grade, how can then you expect people to take you seriously? And that is why I'm saying to the people of Victory and Sandy Point that if a man come to you and tell you he failed, you can't reward failure. You cannot reward failure. And that is why I'm saying that Sean Richards has disqualified himself for being the next representative of constituency number 5. I have nothing personal against Sean, and he knows that. But this is about a country and the advancement of a country. And if after 7 years you say to the people that you have failed, Unity has failed, Timothy Harris has failed, and that is why we are saying that all of them must go. All of them must go. All of them must go.
Get rid of them. 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 Get rid of them.
How can you say that you are a leader and want to be the leader? Pam had 4 seats in the last government. 4 seats in the last government. And all the pillars of real power in any government, all of them were given to one man, Timothy Harris. And Sean Richards was responsible for that. Sean Richards gave Timothy Harris Ministry of Finance. He gave him the CBA program. He gave him lands and sustainable development. He gave him national security. He gave him the office of the prime minister. He gave him the court with his sisters in there. So how can Sean now come bawling to the people of St. Kitts-Nevis when you had 4 seats and gave all that power to one man? He has disqualified himself. He should not be asking to be the next representative. much less to be the Prime Minister of St. Kitts-Nevis. We don't want a weak leader as the Prime Minister. We don't want a weak leader as the Prime Minister. You got 4 seats and gave away all the power.
Labour people, we gon' send them home. We gon' send them home. We gon' send them home.
Sean Richards has let down the people of Sandy Point. Sandy Pointers are proud people. They never expected Sean to be weak in the middle and give all the power to one man. That would have never happened with Labour. A little bit of history to give you. You remember when Sim Daniel in the 1980 elections, for those who can remember, and for the youths who don't remember, Pam wanted to form the government, and Sim Daniel said to Kennedy Simmons that if you want to be Prime Minister, then I must be the Minister of Finance. That is a leader to some extent. He should have listened to that example and do what he had to do. This is not a personal attack at all. Nothing personal about it. This is just facts. Facts. And that is why we are saying that he has disqualified himself to be the leader of St. Kitts-Nevis. Comrades, let's also look at Timothy Harris. Going around talking about leadership matters. Leadership matters. And he talking the truth. But let's also put the facts on the table. Here is a man who said he is the best leader. But he has a cabinet that has filed a motion of no confidence in him. How a man can claim to be such a great leader when his own cabinet has abandoned him. These are facts. That is a failed leader. And the reason why we are in the position that we are in today is because of corruption, greed, and weak and poor leadership. We deserve better here in St. Kitts-Nevis. And that has disqualified both of them from being the Prime Minister of St. Kitts-Nevis. And that is why I said to them that among all of them, I'm the youngest among them. The youngest among them. But man corrupt. Man greedy. I present the best team with the best plans and the best ideas. And my team and I are prepared now to lead St. Kitts-Nevis back to number 1. Well, that is what Labour is about.
Well, I want to see you all in the air. Let me see you all in the air. Let me see you all in the air.
And that is why I'm asking the patriots of St. Kitts-Nevis. And when I called for the matches with my team, we did not call for a Labour match. We called for a patriotic match led by the St. Kitts-Nevis Labour Party. Because only the St. Kitts-Nevis Labour Party can do that. And that is what you call real leadership, solid leadership, innovative leadership, competent leadership. So when you hear them talk about leadership, you just say simply to them, how can you be great leaders when you have a fallen government in less than 2 years after an election? They have disqualified themselves, and that is why I will say again, that is why all of them must go. All of them must go. All of them must go. Come Tuesday, I'm going to present the measures with how we're going to deal with the cost of living. Man, when I don't present that, I'm going to be proud that you're saying Kitts-Nevis Labour Party. Proud. We're going to end the hardship and the difficulties of you hard-working people here in St. Kitts and Nevis. All of a sudden, all of them want to talk about health care. All of them want to talk about health care. All of them have become experts in healthcare all of a sudden. Can you imagine that? They're trying to present a platform about healthcare here in St. Kitts-Nevis. For 7 years, they had the MRI over the monkey farm. All of them. For 7 years, No health insurance for the people of St. Kitts-Nevis. No attempt. For 7 years, you go to the hospital and you're waiting out there for hours before you can see somebody. For 7 years, the very basic things you're sending downtown to buy. For 7 years, they allow the kitchen to run down. Can you imagine that? For 7 years, they had doctors and pep. For 7 years, they treated the nurses so disrespectfully. And now all of them come talk about health care. No wonder the people them just stoop the teeth when they come to talk about health care. They ain't ready yet. They ain't ready yet. And that is why I'm saying to the people of St. Kitts-Nevis to stay focused. Stay focused. Do not get involved with their pettiness and their disrespect and their tendency to become violent. Because just recently, a PLP pickup was found in my office right there at Douglas. Right there at Douglas. Why are they in my yard? My constituency office yard at 2 o'clock in the morning. What are they looking for? But tell them, Labour, we are not violent people at all. But we can say to them that we will not allow ourselves to be pushed over by anybody. We will not allow ourselves to be pushed over by anybody. And so I'm calm, asking, as I always do, for calm and for peace and for respect and for us to carry out our democratic rights when the time comes. And so I send in a clear message that please temper yourself and keep the violence out of the elections. You know what has happened? They are desperate. Desperate. Even Timothy Harris' own pollster is saying to him, boy, you can't win no election. So they're becoming desperate. Desperate. And so, comrades, be vigilant, steadfast, not easy to anger. Keep working hard and let us get to the polls and do what we are supposed to do to ensure that this A-team becomes the next administration here in St. Kitts-Nevis. And as I wrap up tonight, before I introduce the team at the end, I want to say to all of our citizens here in St. Kitts-Nevis to please look at the St. Kitts-Nevis Labour Party and to give us the chance to serve you in government. We will transform it. We will upgrade it. We will modernize it. And that is why I'm asking you today, once again, are you ready? Are you ready? Sandy Point, you ready? You ready for Kenny? Kenny.
Are we ready for them? Let them know we're ready for them. Don't tell them so.
Kenny deserve your support. Kenny deserve your vote. And I'm asking you tonight, the people of Sandy Point, and specifically here in Victory, to give Kenny that chance. Kenny has laid out his plans. Kenny has been loyal to Sandy Point and all of its people. Kenny has served in this constituency and this community for many, 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 many years. Not just because it's election time. Kenny has served at the national level. He has served as an ambassador to Cuba. He is one of the most well-qualified sports personnel here in St. Kitts-Nevis. Kenny has what it takes to lead this constituency. Kenny is part of the A-team that will bring deliverance to St. Kitts-Nevis. Kenny is part of the A-team that will put St. Kitts-Nevis back on the right track. And so I'm asking you, humbly, to the people of Sandy Point. You have been failed by Sean Richards. By his own admission, he has said it. Can you please, I ask you, give Kenny that chance? And you will not be disappointed. I've gotten to know Kenny. Kenny is a hard worker. And Kenny is a Sandy Pointer by heart. And as such, I think he has worked to deserve your vote. And I ask you, to give your vote to Kenny. And if it does not perform, you can always take it back. But I'm pretty sure that once you give him that opportunity, Kenny will work morning, noon, and night to ensure that the people of Sandy Point are well represented. And Kenny will not shy away from leadership. Kenny will bring real leadership to Sandy Point, because the Sandy Pointers are proud people, and Kenny is a good son of the soil right here in Sandy Point. So I ask you to give that young man a chance to represent you, a chance to be a part of the A-team, a chance to lead St. Kitts-Nevis back to #1. I ask you, vote for Kenneth Douglas. Thank you, and God bless all of you. Good night.